Hello, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lavas, and this is in preparation of my podcast show that will be coming shortly. And I'm undergoing some tutorials with the Zigo Zig, and it's been helping me how to connect the bits and pieces all together, how to use the Zoom H8, connecting also to various softwares that we use in terms of podcasts. So today I've learned something new, how to use display capture. That's what I want to try today, and to help me, I'm going to look into the conversation Odemaya was having with Bishop Maponga. Yes, they met for the first time in Jamaica, and they couldn't meet previously, and they are talking about the African story, how beautiful Africa is, and how rich Africa is in terms of resources, minerals, in terms of the human resources, in terms of land, and encouraging and promoting those all over the world, in the four corners of the world, to go back to Africa and invest in the beautiful continent, just like what the Israelites did when they found themselves in Egypt, caterers of Joseph. They had to find their way back to Africa to be able to work on the promised land, and how beautiful it was. So is our days, the days of our lives as Africans. At the moment, it's a troubled ship, but we have to go back and build our country and invest back in our country. There are lots of opportunities, and men are doing very well, so we should not miss that. So yeah, as part of the lesson, I'm going to look into the conversation that Bishop Maponga and Odemaya are having, and I'll comment in a while.
Bishop, welcome to the Caribbean.
Yeah,
I have been here for the past 6 months.
I booked. I said I'm coming, and I'm glad you waited.
No, I told you. You told me wait for me because we've been trying to meet for a very long time.
Zimbabwe, we missed each other.
Zimbabwe, we missed each other. You were in Namibia, I was in the north. You were in south, we couldn't meet. And here we are in Jamaica.
First time.
First time meeting. But I've seen the great work you're doing.
You're doing better than me.
No.
They're meeting for the first time. How beautiful is that? How wonderful is that? And the elder is saying, the younger is saying, you're doing better than me. The elder is saying, you're doing better than me. How beautiful is that? I find humility in all that, and it's quite interesting, and how to see the elders working with the younger. And it's beautiful, passing on the baton of doing well for the African history, for the African story.
Maybe we're doing the same thing, but different spaces.
No.
But,
Bishop is more spiritual. I listen to Bishop and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Africans belong to Africa. I lived in Europe for some years. I never became a European. How does a European come to Africa and become an African? Put it on record. You can spend 20, 30 years in Europe. You will never be a European, young lady. You remain an African. Few Boeros will walk out. Few people from Netherlands would come to Africa. And then they say, we are Africans. Wow.
Well, I'll leave you to listen for yourself to the rest of the conversation. But for my tutorial for today on how to use capture, I think I'm done. Until we meet again next time. Thank you. Bye. Cheers. And kudos to Zigo for taking me through these lessons.